Looking back at everything I've done in my YouTube career over the years, I'm looking back at it right now and I'm just very amazed on how strong the Dragon Ball community is right now. When I first started on YouTube, the Dragon Ball community was not as strong. It was not rolling like it is right now. It wasn't. When I first started off on YouTube, I used to be part of a wrestling community, the YWC, and I kind of felt like I wasn't needed in that because, the YWC was basically coming up back then. So I felt like, I felt like I wasn't needed there no more. So I realized that I'm like, why not talk about something that I enjoy watching, like an anime? And I've always asked myself, Jug, why don't you tell people what animes do you like? And the first anime that came across my mind was Dragon Ball Z. And when I started making videos on YouTube back then, the Goku versus Superman and Dragon Ball Z videos, the Dragon Ball community, again, like I said, it wasn't that many people making videos like they was now. It was just dead. Like you seen, like there was videos of Dragon Ball Z videos, but it was more like people made more tribute videos. Like they made Broly videos, tribute videos of Broly and Fidel. You just saw tribute videos or rock and roll videos of the fight scenes of Dragon Ball Z. That's all you seen back then, but you didn't really see people back in the day giving their opinion on, about their favorite character. So I started making videos on, what if this happened and what if this happened in Dragon Ball Z? What if Piccolo went up against Majin, Vegeta? Just different what if scenarios in Dragon Ball Z. And over the years, more and more and more people started to come. More people from YouTube, new up and comer YouTubers out there. Because I'm not saying I'm one of the first guys out there that helped open the doors, but I'm definitely one of those guys. I am part of that got the community to where it is right now because that was my main mission was to get the Dragon Ball community going. Keeping the Dragon Ball legacy going because back then Dragon Ball Z was almost kind of dead. And I remember making a video and people used to leave hate comments on my video and saying Dragon Ball Z is dead. It's dead, man. Why you keep making videos about Dragon Ball Z? But you know what? I didn't give up. I did not give up. I kept making videos after videos about Dragon Ball Z, about Goku this, Goku that, Vegeta this, Vegeta that. I kept right on making videos. I made versus videos because I didn't listen to those so-called negative, jealous haters out there back in the day. I didn't listen to them. I stayed focused and kept making videos about Dragon Ball Z because I knew eventually that Dragon Ball Z was going to make a huge comeback. It was going to come back. So when I started making videos like that, then other people started coming out making videos like versus videos. There was a couple guys on YouTube that I was cool with. We wasn't friends, and I'm not going to drop their name, but he also made Dragon Ball Z versus videos. You know what I'm saying? He's made videos, so I take credit for him. I'm gonna mention his name. I mean, his name is Vegito 1089. You know what I'm saying? Me and him are not friends. Me and him is not friends, nothing like that. But we was cool back in the day. We used to play Metal Gear back on the PS3. I mean, we wasn't that close of a friend, nothing like that. But you know, I give him part credit too. I have to give him credit on the things that he's done because when he started making versus videos back in the day, he made Dragon Ball Z versus videos. Nobody wasn't really doing it like how he was doing it because he used Sony Vegas back in the day. That's what Vegito 1089 used. I think it's Sony Vegas that he used back then. I'm not sure if he did or not. I mean, I'm just saying, but I remember him using some kind of video editing back in the day, and it was cool how he did it though. And he wasn't, and it was not many people doing videos like that. So if it wasn't for Vegito 1089, shit, it wouldn't be no death battle. It wouldn't be no screw attack. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be none of that shit. So I kind of felt like that, he was one of those guys that helped open the doors too and helped make the Dragon Ball community for what it is today, same as me, even though I didn't do no video editing like he did, but I also take part on helping the Dragon Ball community to be for what it is to this day. You feel what I'm saying? So all this stuff right here that's happening right now, all these Dragon Ball Z gaming videos and these versus videos and people making videos saying what if this, what if that, all that shit came from YouTubers like myself and Vegito 1089 and some other guys that's been on here as long as we have. So we pretty much is the reason why the Dragon Ball community is as strong as it is today. We take credit of that. Well, I know I do. I'm taking credit for it. And if I may speak for those guys, I'm pretty sure they would say the same thing. They would pretty much agree with me too. Saying, yeah, Jug, I definitely take part credit of help opening the doors. So all this new episode of Dragon Ball Super and Battle of Gods and stuff like that happened because of guys like us that kept the Dragon Ball legacy alive. You know what I'm saying? We kept it alive. All this Ultra Instinct, all this Super Saiyan Blue, all this Super Saiyan God. If it wasn't for guys like me, if our voices on YouTube was never heard from Toriyama and the producer and all that, if our voices never got out there, there probably wouldn't be no Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super. It wouldn't be none of that. It wouldn't be no Dragon Ball Heroes. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have gotten all that if it wasn't for guys like me. Now, I know some of my haters out there saying, this and that. You know what? People like me is the reason why y'all are making videos right now. All my jealous so-called haters out there, I'm the reason why y'all are on YouTube. I'm the reason why y'all are making videos. Whether some of y'all want to admit it or not, because some of y'all out there wasn't even on YouTube back in the day when guys like me first started on here. And then some of y'all had the audacity to try to come after guys like me after we helped open the doors and gave you guys a voice of opinion to speak on how you feel about certain animes. Because if it wasn't for us, Bleach and all these other so-called animes like Naruto and all them, man, nobody wouldn't give two fucks about that stuff. Nobody wouldn't even be talking about that stuff. Because Dragon Ball Z back in the day on YouTube was kind of dead, but we helped got it strong. We helped got people not only just talk about Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, but also other animes like One Piece and all that other stuff like that. It's because of people like us, the reason why anime is so strong in the community on YouTube now. You feel what I'm saying? And I take part credit of that shit, whether some people want to agree with me or not, because I give myself full credit for that. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm very happy and I'm very amazed. And I'm just happy that, my mission is accomplished. Which I'm not going away. I'm not going nowhere. Oh, no. Jug Truth is not going nowhere. I'm going to remain on YouTube unless YouTube somehow terminates my account. But other than that, I ain't going nowhere. I'll still keep making Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super videos every now and then if I feel like it, or make videos about other stuff. Other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that the Dragon Ball community is strong as it is. I'm just glad that it's rolling, and I'm glad to see a bunch of people give their opinions out there, because when I look at that, I just smile and just say, man, it's because of guys like me that helped make this community for what it is today. But like I said, some people ain't gonna agree with me. Some people gonna call me a liar, saying you didn't do shit, Jug. Yes, I did. I did. Cause think about it. If it wasn't for guys like me and Vegito and all those other guys, you guys wouldn't be here right now making videos. And that's the truth.